That's the proper way to spend that fucking money. That's the proper way to spend that fucking money, Netflix. Not all people can be held to that kind of a standard. Nancy Pelosi accused of corruption after her husband is caught in insider trading scam.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, surprise! High-ranking politicians are cheating when it comes to the money. You don't fucking say? You don't fucking say.
I'm so surprised, G. I didn't know that I could be so surprised. I might be having a heart attack right now. I'm so surprised.
I'm just saying she might have to cover her own bar tab tonight. You know what I mean? But, even dumbasses like these... even dumbasses like these people right here can be taught to fucking play a game like financial manipulation. Shit, you can teach anything to do anything if you work at it for long enough. Pigs can be trained to play video games with their snouts. A study reveals. I heard about that
this week, yes.
So they built this little thing with a joystick that moves a little arm to make contact with food, and then the pigs are able to eat. I know you might be looking at that going, why is that really a big deal? Okay, that's cool. They figured out how to fucking get these pigs to do this and that. That's a good little trick. But what's important about this? Well, I'll tell you what's important about this, man. In order to be able to cognitively recognize how this function happens, that means these pigs have to be able to do two things. And these are things that not all animals can do. Number one, they have to have a sense of self. They have to be aware that they are an individual life form within. Oh, look. That they are an individual life form within an ecosystem. And not all animals can do that. For instance, a lot of animals, if you put them in front of a mirror, they think it's another animal that looks like them. They can't. Right. It doesn't click to them that
love doing that with pets.
That's them in the mirror. Now, your smarter mammals, your monkeys and apes, and even things like elephants and stuff, they get it. They can understand that that's them in the mirror. You know what I mean? So a pig's got to be able to do that. And number two, they have to be able to understand that their actions locally here, what they do, can have effects on things remotely, something away from them. Right. They understand that moving the joystick moves the thing over there. Now, you'll find that ability in things like birds, and again, elephants too. Elephants are pretty fucking smart for lower beasts. You know what I mean?
You know what was even more impressive, G?
Yeah.
Is not only were the pigs doing this to get that food that came out into their little dish, but once they took the food element away, the pigs continued using the joystick to play the game. They enjoyed playing the game.
Right. Yeah. Food or otherwise. They got them in there with the treats, but now they were just, they ain't got much to do in there. Not a lot of books. They don't have cable.
I had time now.
It's not fair. I'm just saying, this is when you put education to good use. Not everybody's putting education to good use these days. Oregon promotes teacher program that seeks to undo racism in mathematics. I'm going to stop you right there for a second, guys. Somehow, Arabic numerals and how they fit together in order to measure our world has some kind of basis in being relegated to a specific skin color. This is the wrong way to teach. Okay, pigs playing video games? I like it. I look at that shit all fucking day, man. Children being taught that 2 + 2 doesn't equal 4 is ridiculous. I will spare you the pain of reading this fucking article, but it says that things like getting the right and I quote, things like getting the right answer and showing your work are both signs of white supremacy. What in the holy
God.
What in the holy fuck does that mean?
It's math. It's literally the most bland.
Same. Yeah.
It's as logic-based.
This is why I like math.
God damn it.
This is why I like math, because it's always the same. It's consistent across all of life. Whether you know it or not, it's provable, consistent, recreatable, and repeatable. It is the most consistent thing we have. So trying to tell me that, so now this teaching program wants to teach people to come up with groups of answers that would be possible. And just as long as they're talking about that, and we could use the 2 + 2 is 4 example.
We
could use the 2 + 2. equals 4 example here. A lot of people say, well, that's not necessarily true. It could be this and that. And I'm going to explain to you why that's incorrect real quick. And this is based on people not knowing how expressions work within the context of a fucking equation. That's like saying knife isn't spelled with a K. I'm sorry, but no, that's how it's fucking spelled. We didn't make that decision, but we all agreed, and that's how it's going to fucking be. Same deal here. You don't get to change it later. So if you take the example, 2 plus 2 equals 4, and some people say, no, 2 plus 2 could equal 5, and obviously anybody with 3 brain cells goes, no, 2 plus 2 does not equal 5, it equals 4, and they go, well, it could be a variable where they mean 2 of something that's worth 1.5 and 2 of something that's worth 1 equal 5 of that thing. That's how that could work. Well, no, because then you would not express that within an equation as 2 plus 2 equals 4. It would be 2a plus 2b equals either 5a, 5b, or 5c, depending on what. There's multiple ways to make that happen, but it would require the use of expressing a variable in conjunction with a fucking integer in order to express either side of that fucking equation. Yeah, and you can fucking quote me on that, goddammit.
That's just different math.
Math. Don't come from a maths, dude.
Math's already taken care of it. They've already figured that problem out. That's just different math.
Don't math me, bro. No, that's called algebra. Non-variable equations with integers only. That's called arithmetic. Within arithmetic, there are 4 disciplines: addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. You could also talk about things like exponents and blah, blah, but we'll keep it basic for the time being. Once there is a variable introduced, that is no longer arithmetic, that is algebra. God damn it, how are people this fucking stupid? I'm sorry, I don't usually, and to be honest, we rarely even do any articles that are related to any kind of race bullshit, because it's mostly so fucking ridiculous out there. But dude, this is out of control. I cannot imagine what these people would do with things like sine, cosine, and tan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hold on a second. Excuse
what you gonna
me,
do when you get to pre-cal? That's all I'm saying.
Hold on a second. Excuse me, Mr. T-Tac. Are you chewing gum? Come to the front of the class.
Spit out the gum, T.
Spit out the gum.
T, spit the gum out.
Mr. Dope is teaching math. You pay attention.
I'm not a criminal. I'm an artist working in an unpopular medium. Can I just speak to you? I mean, really speak to you like man to man. I've known you for a long time, William. And I know about your penchant for spying on women.